Hey everybody, it's the Linkzilla, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts. Now, when we last left off, we had just completed the rare Heartless hunt, and I basically still had some more materials that I needed to collect in order to get the synthesis materials ready. And I told you that the next time you'd see me, I'd have everything. Well, I am a man of my word. I basically collected every single item that I absolutely needed, including what I'm probably the most proud of, 8 out of 7 Serenity powers. Yep, that's gonna be good. And I've also been collecting more and more of everything where I can find it. But so far, I mean, I know that this episode I said that I was basically going to craft the Ultima weapon and everything else on the menu in order to basically, go and face the challenger. However, take a look at Sora's level right now. Yeah, it kind of snuck up on me, but I'm at level 98. I have almost completely leveled up Sora, Donald, and Goofy, and I just wasn't intending to do that. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with being, this powerful, but it just doesn't really feel like, ultimately, I even need the Ultima weapon. However, I did do a few test runs, and I determined that even being at level 99, that the certain challenger is still a bit too much for me, so I am going to basically get the Ultima weapon, and I basically have been reminded that there is something else waiting for me that I could easily use the Ultima weapon for. But there's also something else that I can do before I go craft the Ultima weapon, and that's waiting for me in Agrabah. You guys are gonna have to basically, bear with me. I've had a pretty rough day today. For some reason, my internet went out conveniently around the same time that I woke up this morning, so it's not like one of those, little stupid internet spasms where it goes out but it comes back in a few hours. No, this thing has been out for basically the last 8 hours or so. And the thing about it is, I'm having this memory of this exact same thing happening around this exact same time last year, and I was playing Kingdom Hearts 2. I was playing Kingdom Hearts back then, too. So I'm thinking, does my apartment complex, reset its internet, service provider every single year or so around Labor Day? Because if so, I'm going to be really pissed off if the internet doesn't come back on for this weekend, because I want to enjoy my Labor Day weekend. I mean, that gives you perspective on when this is recorded, but anyways, enough about my problems. Apparently, when you go to Hollow Bastion, and Ansem tries to open the keyhole there, according to the game, 3 powerful Heartless were unleashed into the world. One of them was the Behemoth that was leading the forces in the Hollow Bastion keyhole, which is the one we destroyed. The other one was the Phantom, but then there's one more remaining, and we're about to go find him. Now, I didn't know about this because, quite frankly, the game doesn't let you know. It doesn't tell you. I had to look this up from looking it up online. But I find that interesting. It's the idea that these 2 secret bosses were unleashed into the world, and it feels like basically they could have written more story around it. They could have added more cutscenes to where you have to go back to Agrabah and Neverland in order to deal with these things before you could defeat Ansem. But then again, they're stronger than Ansem, so let's go. Carpet is freaking out, so he wants to take us somewhere. Whoa! What is that thing? I like how cinematic the cutscene is. Oh no. Carpet can't help us. Meet Kurt Ziza. Basically, the reason why it's named Linkzilla is because, I don't know, Squaresoft like ran a contest during the development of the game and a guy named Linkzilla won, so they named the boss after him. That's nice, I suppose. I mean, nice little Easter egg. Anyway, if you notice that weird glowing aura around Sora right now, basically Linkzilla has cast a spell that it prevents us from using magic. So we can't use magic, we can't use summons, and that's basically like kinda gonna make the fight a little bit harder. However, you can see in his two forearms, you basically have those glowing sphere things. Those spheres are the source of the curse, so if you break them, you get to use magic. So this is basically phase 1, and he's just gonna cycle through this a whole lot more times. It's just gonna drag things out, so let's just get on with it. Although I don't know how Goofy and Donald are still able to use their magic abilities. Alright, that's one. And as you can see, it drops a lot of health, so don't be afraid to take a few licks. Don't be revolting, darling! I wouldn't lick a German if it was glazed in honey! Right, now that he's basically lost both of his balls, his little snake head is now flailing around and you're free to attack him. Lost what? I lost my marbles. Just basically make sure you hit it as many times as you can. And now, basically, he's going to get back up. Now he's going to coat himself in a shield. That shield is basically physical attack proof. So basically, the thing about it is, phase 1, he takes out your magic. Phase 2, he takes out your physical attacks. The only way to penetrate that shield is with magic, and if you're not careful, you can run out real fast. But if you get close to him, when you use your magic spell, he'll drop magic bubbles that'll quickly restore you. Now basically, this would be the good opportunity to use Bambi, but I'm going to save Bambi for the next time I see this phase, because I think it's going to take me a total of 4 phases to bring this guy down. As you can see, thunder is basically like having an effect. Oh no, he's doing what the Crimson Jazzes do. Thunder! Hopefully Goof will remember to give me his magic if I run out. Yay. His shield is down. Commence attack on the main reactor. Right. Down to his yellow. Now, he's basically going to do the magic thing again. But this time he's going to get annoying, because now he's going to start spinning around, and he's going to keep doing this to get down as much of your health as possible. And I find that incredibly hard to avoid. Don't run. Don't run for me. You see, Donald was somehow able to heal me, and I have no idea how. They're glowing just like I am, but they can still use their magic. Oh well, I'm not gonna tell you. Yep, just one ball almost basically restored my health to full. Oh great, it took too long and now he's doing this thing again. Oh what, you're gonna stop? Alright, Kurt. If I'm hurt, then I apologize. But I believe that we have a situation here, and time is of the essence. Yep, gotta go again. So I'm gonna summon Bambi. I think that Bambi is a highly underrated summon because, I mean, not only does he basically pretty much give you perpetual magic for as long as he sticks around, but if you actually, like, kill a lot of opponents while he's on the field, he'll actually, like, increase the chances of dropping, like, a rare item. I got a Frost Gem when I was using him to basically, like, fight the giant shadows, the Giga Shadows, so he's basically restoring the magic. Bring down the fury of Zeus. I really do wonder how the whole thunder spell works, considering that the Olympian gods technically have to exist. Oh my god. Seriously? Awesome. Hit his balls enough time and you get a prize. Just a quick question, where exactly will Dr. Pullman be keeping my balls? And just one swipe, and now I'm level 99. My reward is an Air Combo Plus. This is kind of cool though, the animation. He's flailing about, he's dying, but it looks like he's still trying to kill them by crushing them with his body. Thanks, Carpet. And there goes his heart. And I learned Zantetsuken. And I got Ansem's Report 11. You know, I'm just now realizing that I probably haven't read any of those in this game. Oh my god, I've got something in my eye. Well, Carpet's gone, so guess that's pretty much all we can do. Much of my life has been dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge. That knowledge has guarded this world well. Not a soul doubts that. I am blessed with my people's smiles and respect. But though I am called a sage, there are things I do not understand. I believe darkness sleeps in every heart, no matter how pure. Given the chance, the smallest drop can spread and swallow the heart. I have witnessed it many times. Darkness. Darkness of the heart. How is it born? How does it come to affect us so? As ruler of this world, I must find the answers. I must find them before the world is lost to those taken by the darkness. It is my duty to expose what this darkness really is. I shall conduct the following experiments. Extract the darkness from a person's heart. Cultivate the darkness in a pure heart. both suppress and amplify the darkness within. The experiments caused the test subjects' hearts to collapse, including those of the most stalwart. How fragile our hearts are. My treatment produced no signs of recovery. I confined those who had completely lost their hearts beneath the castle. Sometime later, I went below and was greeted by the strangest sight. Creatures that seemed born of darkness. What are they? Are they truly sentient beings? Could they be the shadows of those who lost their hearts in my experiments? The shadows that crawl beneath the castle, are they the people who lost their hearts or incarnations of darkness? Or something entirely beyond imagination? All of my knowledge has provided no answer. One thing I am sure of is that they are entirely devoid of emotion. Perhaps further study will unlock the mysteries of the heart. Fortunately, there is no shortage of test samples. They are multiplying underground even as I write this report. They still need a name. Those who lack hearts, I will call them the Heartless. Yep, big-ass retcon. It turns out the Heartless actually do have hearts. We prove that every single time we destroy one. It's actually the nobodies that don't have hearts. The Heartless appear in groups and multiplying rapidly. I've provided them both living and non-living samples. They've responded only to the living. They seem to multiply after absorbing something from the living creatures. Their prey vanishes without a trace. I believe the Heartless are taking hearts. They are born from those who have lost their hearts, and thrive on the hearts seized from others. The hearts taken by the Heartless become heartless themselves. Though I lack proof, I am confident in this hypothesis. I must also study their behavioral principles. Though they lack emotion, they do seem to have some intelligence. How to communicate with them? It just occurred to me, could they be the darkness in people's hearts? Right, those are the first four. This is gonna be a rough read. To study Heartless behavior, I picked out one for observation. It wiggled its antennae and, as if sensing a target, headed deep into the castle. In the deepest part of the castle, its antennae began vibrating, as if searching for something. Suddenly, a strange door opened. I had never known of its existence. It had a large keyhole, but it didn't seem to be locked. So I opened the door. What I saw on the other side mystified me. What was that powerful mass of energy? That night, I observed a great meteor shower in the sky. Could it be related to the door that I have opened? Did Ansem open the door to Kingdom Hearts, or the door to the darkness? A massive core of energy lay beyond the door sought by the darkness. It may be the ultimate goal of all Heartless. But what is that energy? I devised a hypothesis based on my observations of the Heartless. The Heartless feed on others' hearts, and they yearn for that energy core. That thing beyond the door must be a heart too. The heart of this world. That's it. There is no proof, but having felt that immense energy, I am certain that was the heart of the world. The Heartless are trying to take hearts not only from all living creatures, but from the world itself. But what do they mean to do with the hearts of the world? I am now studying material from the meteors that rained down on that fateful night. What a find! The material is foreign to our world. It is elastic to the touch, and when two pieces are combined, they bond easily. None of the records I've scoured even mention such a substance. Was it introduced to this world when I opened that door? I wonder how many other such materials drift through the atmosphere of this tiny world. I wish I could soar off and find out. Could there be uncharted worlds up there? My curiosity never ceases to grow, but I should stop speaking of such unrealistic dreams. For now, there is no way to venture outside this world. My people and I are all but prisoners of this tiny place. There is no doubt that the Heartless are deeply connected to the people's hearts. Further study may unravel both their motivations and the mysteries shrouding the heart. As a start, I have built a device that artificially creates Heartless. By recreating the conditions that spawn the Heartless naturally, I should be able to produce them artificially. This device is the culmination of all my research thus far. The machine's test runs successfully, creating a Heartless. This may be a step towards creating a heart from nothing. The artificially and naturally created Heartless showed nearly identical traits, but the two types should remain distinct for the purposes of this experiment, so I will mark the ones that are created artificially. So is Ansem the Wise doing this, or is Ansem Seeker of Darkness doing this? Simply astonishing! Today I had a guest from another world. He is a king, and his vessel is built of the material that composed the meteors. Ah, gummy. He called the pieces gummy blocks. It seems that my opening that door has opened a path to interworld travel. We talked for countless hours, but one story in particular caught my interest, that of a key called the Keyblade. The Keyblade is said to hold phenomenal power. One legend says its wielder saved the world, while another says that he wrought chaos and ruin upon it. I must know what this Keyblade is. A key opens doors. It must be connected to the door that I have opened. Just as the people have hearts, so do worlds. The same can be said of the stars in the night sky, and deep within each world lies a door to its heart. The Heartless desire those hearts, born out of the darkness in people's hearts. They seek to return to a greater heart. Yes, that's it. The Heartless come from people's hearts, as does the darkness. It is the core of the world's hearts that the world of the Heartless... Is the core of the world's hearts the world of the Heartless? I'll pursue the answer there and become all-knowing. My path is set. I shall seek out the wielder of the Keyblade and the princesses. My body is too frail for such a journey, but I must do this. I will cast it off and plunge it into the depths of darkness. Okay, it's at this point that Terrahort has taken over as Ansem's successor and is now writing in his reports. He's basically... But now, I think that basically because his form has somehow become fragile yet again, this is why he has to break into both a Heartless and a Nobody to be rejuvenated. As Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, and Zemnas. Opening the door to a world's heart causes its walls to crumble. These fragments are seen shooting as stars. This explains why these gummy blocks can travel freely to other worlds. I know the catalyst of this collapse, the appearance of the Heartless. However, it will take time to search out the world's doors and retrieve each heart. Furthermore, the doors can be locked using a Keyblade, making the heart forever unattainable. I must take action before the wielder of this Keyblade appears in the world. If the princesses and the Keyblade are connected, they should resonate. I've chosen a girl. I don't know if she holds the princess's powers, but I will find out. She may lead me to the Key Bearer. I shall set her free and observe. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. I'm positive that at this point, that's Xehanort writing that description, so... Holy shit. Kairi. She didn't just go to Destiny Islands to be safe. She was placed there to be a pawn in his game. Xehanort, Ansem, whatever you want to call them, he knew that she was somehow connected to the Princesses of Heart. Probably because she was a pure-hearted girl. And he knew that if basically he let her be on that island where he was born, she might lead him to the Key Bearer. This is so meta to think about once you know the future events that are coming, because basically, like, Birth by Sleep established that Xehanort was born on Destiny Island, so it all started there. Did he know? Or did he just believe that the Key Bearer would show up there? Especially because now he basically knows a whole lot about... He himself was a Keyblade Master, but the thing about it is, Xehanort lost his memories during the battle with the Lingering Will. Heartless that emerged from the keyhole opened by the princesses. It swung its 6 powerful arms to attack Sora and company and block their attacks, but Sora sought out its weakness and emerged the victor. I gotta admit, that's a pretty cool design, and it's an artificial one too. I doubt that this is basically when Ansem the Wise was in charge. Ghost-like Heartless that haunted the clock tower, standing far away from Neverland. Fluttering its eerie cloak, it cast a spell to take Sora's heart. Having no physical body, regular attacks were useless, but in the end, Sora and company discovered its weakness and prevailed. At great personal cost, too. Artificial again. Man, I don't know why, but I am tired. I think that basically it's because today just basically has been like a boring day. I'm pretty sure that in this game, there's at least one more Ansem report to find. And unfortunately, I know who has it. Sora's at level 99 now. I don't think I have much of a choice anymore. Abilities. Gonna need that. I think that basically now that I've gotten all the treasures that I'm looking for, I no longer need stuff like this. I'll definitely need that. And... do it for now, at least. Well, might as well get into position. I basically have already tried, and I know that I can't beat him. The fight, surprisingly, doesn't last all that long. I managed to get him down to halfway through the yellow bar, which means I could see the green, so... The only problem is that then his attacks just kind of overwhelmed me. Well, looks like there's nothing else for it. I'm gonna have to do it. The only problem is that without my internet, I can't exactly look up how many to basically be accurate for how many materials each one needs, because I know that I don't have all of the I don't have all the orichalcum or all the dark matter. All I know for sure is that I can synthesize at least 2 of them, but who knows what else I need for the recipes, so... Anyway, hopefully my internet comes back on soon, and sorry that this episode was so short, although what I'm really sorry for is basically, if my internet stays out for the next few days, you guys might not be able to see this episode, so... Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Because next time, we are indeed finally going to synthesize all the materials, all the items. We're going to get the Ultima weapon, and then we're going to go fight him, once and for all. And to think, the only reason that I started doing all this was because I didn't want to fight him in Kingdom Hearts 2 first.